Well, hey everybody, this is Buddy. I'm on the back deck at the OC, and I got let me show you the name of it. I think you can see that. It's a PEMF device. That stands for post-magnetic electro frequency, and it's putting a pulse out right now that is a healing, loving energy. I just got it, and so this is the first time I've worn it meditating, and we'll give you updates on over the next coming months at what it does transformingly to my body, my DNA, my cells, down to the mitochondrial cells and down to the telomeres. Through self-realization of the I am Christ consciousness, I believe I can make this thing make me younger, healthier, just all-around purpose, feel better, recover after hard workouts, which I just had a hard workout. I swam a mile and did it in 30 minutes flat, and yeah, so I'm trying this out, and to be right honest, I'm believing that if it'll work for me, it'll work for you. And I also have a granddaughter that has some special needs. She just started walking, and it's a miracle. She's 10 years old, and she had walked a little bit in her early life, but had kind of like a hip dysplasia and had to have both hips operated on, and that set her way back. And so now when you see the link in the description, it'll be a playlist about my granddaughter. So of course she won't be able to wear it around her neck like this, but there is a way that they can put it under the pillow or under where she sleeps, and she'll get the benefit of it during the sleeping hours, which will give her plenty ability to recover from her hard days at school, learning and stuff. She goes to a regular school. Her mother has helped her with the IEP tremendously, and I'm gonna reach down there and see what I'm doing. I'm covering it up for keep the sun off of it. Yeah, and so Dr. Sergey works for the Wellness Institute here in Springfield, Missouri, and he's my physician, go-to holistic doctor, and so he's going to hopefully take care of me and my granddaughter. And that when you help someone, you're only helping yourself. So he's already proved that he cares about people, Dr. Sergey, that is. I just love his energy. I'll tell it real quick, but the first time I ever met him was at the last few days before the New Year. So it was after Christmas. Had to be about the 26th, 27th, 28th of 2022. I was on the courthouse steps waiting to go in that little small room. They got us all, it came but one person at a time. And used to be different. We used to go in and sit down and talk and stuff, but we talked right there on the steps of the courthouse. I met him and recognized the love and Christ energy in him immediately, and he asked a simple little question, and I gave him a simple little answer, and he said something else a little more spiritual, and then I said something else, and all of a sudden we both smiled, and I said, I see the I am in you. He said, I see the I am in you. I see you. Do we really see the people that we're talking to? Or do we just be thinking about what we're going to say next? He's a very loving, kind man, and so he's already helped me tremendously. I'm going to be frank honest. I'm going to just go ahead and just tell you this and just get it out there. He's got a healing touch ability. He's got empathic abilities and telepathic abilities. He's so freshly awakened that his whole life has changed. he met Dr. Norman Shealy, and a lot of people from Springfield know Dr. Shealy, and so Dr. Shealy took him on as a somebody that he could train and show him the ropes with holistic and Tim's machines and this machine. And oh yeah, he did. I've been on a Tim's machine for a month, so just to tell you that the Tim's machine, I'll show it in my unboxing video where I'd already done that and got the Tim's machine sitting next to it, and so I can explain both of them at the same time. The Tim's machine has really helped me with my lower back pain tremendously, but I'm still going to go to a gentleman he recommended that can take the MRI data and put it in a rendering of a 3D model and spin it around and look at it and get a really good medical description of exactly what's wrong with my back and how degenerative it is, and how there's things that you need to know about structures in the back that they can't see with x-ray. So this man, I won't go ahead and say his name right now until I actually meet him in person and talk to him, and get that kicked off here in the next week, or maybe 2 weeks. But as soon as I can get in to see him, I'll get permission to make a video from him about what he did and is going to do for me. He'll be the one that can actually tell me when I can go back to putting a bar on my shoulders with my body weight and squat it. You know, he'll be able to give me that understanding, which would be great and well worth it. Because right now it's like I don't know. Can I lift weights in 6 months? Can I lift weights in a year? Eventually I will be able to. I'm going to regenerate them discs and them all the fibers and tissues around it. And that's what this machine comes in handy for. I will sleep with it underneath my back and buttocks and let it do its job there. But for right now, for yoga meditating, I'm going to put it around my neck like this. It's a halo, people. When you see me walking around town and doing things, it's a halo. And walk up to me and ask me questions about it. I'll be happy to tell you and then point you in the direction. Well, in this video, there'll be links up here or over here. It's a little black circle with a little, I don't know, you just click on it, and then at the end of the video, there'll be more information. It'll pop up to your left and right with information and ways to click. It goes right to the Wellness Institute here in Springfield, Missouri. Check those links out and read more, hear more, see more at their YouTube channel and their website. So for right now, I'm going to enjoy this sun while I got a chance, because it is beautiful. It's going to be like 62. It might already, on this back deck, it might already be 62. But if you're struggling with medical conditions, sometimes there's a holistic approach that can change the way you think about your health, and that is such a kickstarter for people that have been using the medical model for so long. They need kickstarting. And I'll be honest with you, laying out in the sun and learning how to meditate and change your thinking, get your thinking where it's your thinking and not somebody else's thinking in a program that you know, you got to break free from these programs and these systems that are in this world. I'll make more videos about how to do that. I'll make more videos about how this is going to change my life. I know it's going to change my life. I've already visualized it, already seen it. It's going to help change and help people all around this world. And if I can have a small part in doing that for my granddaughter and other children that are like my granddaughter for these kind of devices, before you know it, there'll be healing beds that use this kind of device for children with disabilities. It's hard to get, artistic and special needs children to do what you need to do, but there's tools and mechanisms that's being invented by the awakening Christ conscious beings like Dr. Sergey. And so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to regenerate my whole body one more time. We do that. We actually slough off cells down to the mitochondria and the telomeres. All of it is regenerated. Your liver is one of the fastest things to regenerate. But as far as your bones and your joints and your vertebrae and all of the nervous endocrine systems, even that, over a period of 7 years, you're a totally new person. I've already done it. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, so I've changed my body consistently, more healthy, faster, stronger, youthful, young. Yeah. I am pretty youthful, but somebody said, "Buddy, you got a lot of wrinkles." Hey, buddy, you got a lot of wrinkles. You better stay out of the sun. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not my wrinkles, and I love the sun. This sun is healing for the purpose of this moment and now. You use your mind and your body wisely. You don't get too much, but you get enough of it. And there's so many people that's in this part of the world and north of us, and they're deprived of melatonin, and they don't even know what a proper I'll show you later what a proper bottle of D3 looks like with the Dr. Sergey's supplements. And Elaine Carter, a chiropractor here in town, is working with me also. So she's got me on supplements too. And that woman is a Christ conscious being. We are so blessed to be in Springfield, Ozark, Missouri with these type of people that know how to help heal the body. Elaine Carter has the healing touch as well. She is healing people with her presence and her smile and her advice and her supplements. Man, I'm so blessed to be in this area right now. I praise God every morning, and I count my blessings, and I'm grateful. And I ain't ashamed to admit it. Without my Father, Mother God, I would have nothing. All good things come from my Father. All good wisdom comes from my mother. There's only one of us. And I want to see you on the streets, and you tell me, you stop me and ask me about this halo, and we'll talk. I love y'all. Let's get healthy together, people. Healthy.